Hello, welcome to my channel. This is just an update for you. I got a funny story and then talk a little bit about what's happening here in the next couple days, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right, the funny story is there's this ride called the MS-150. It's the multiple sclerosis 150-mile ride from Duluth, Minnesota to White Bear Lake, which is this northern suburb of Minneapolis, St. Paul, or the Twin Cities as we call them. It's a 2-day ride, so 75 miles each day. Well, I had it planned many months ago in my calendar, but I got the weekend wrong. I had it scheduled for this upcoming weekend, and I was going with a group called Team Mastery, but we were going as a team. And so last Friday, I was sitting there chilling, and I got a call, and my teammate was like, "Where are you? We're getting on the bus, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Oh, crap." The MS-150 was actually last weekend, so I wasn't ready for it. But thankfully, I didn't have anything majorly planned for the weekend, so I just threw all my stuff together, scrambled. They had buses up until 6 p.m. They called me around 3 p.m., and so I was able to scramble, get all my stuff together, drive up there, catch the bus to Duluth so I could start Saturday morning in Duluth. So I used my state all road for that ride, and the higher stack height. If you don't know what stack height is, I did a video on it. I'll link it in there. It's basically, how tall is the front end and where the stack height is, this measurement to the ground. And basically, or not to the ground, sorry, that measurement to the center of bottom bracket across the parallel, whatever. Anyway, so I'll link to stack height. That makes a bike more comfortable because you're in a more upright. So even though it has a drop bar, I was way more comfortable than like on a traditional road bike where you're really leaned over for that many miles in a steel frame compliance. It was awesome. It rained quite a bit, but even with the rain, it was still a really awesome ride. So I did that 150 miles on the state. So I can officially say that bike is totally worth the money. I've done some upgrades to it, but that's what I really like about it. It's modern specs. You can upgrade to current modern components on that bike. You're not stuck with something that's outdated like on some of these other, what people call budget bikes. So yes, State 4130 All-Road. They make an aluminum one also, just called the State All-Road, if you want something a little lighter, but it's not going to be as compliant. Okay, and other news. So I have my Rustler out here for a reason. I made a discovery accidentally, I'd like to say. The wheel that was on my Rustler, it has the DHR2 on it, and it was the hub was getting all funky, the free hub body on it. For some reason, the Shimano XT hub, I heard there's been problems with them. I had this other wheel because I upgraded the wheels on my Esker Hayduke to carbon. I had the remaining aluminum Esker Hayduke wheel, and it happened to have the Recon tire on there, and I just switched the wheel out because everything's compatible. It's all Shimano, same boost spacing, all that stuff, 12 millimeter through axle. So I just switched the wheel out and rode it one day. And what's interesting is I really like this combo of a DHF on the front and a Recon on the back. The Recon's a faster rolling tire, and it's a good climbing tire. Not as great of a cornering tire, so having them on the front, I'm not sure I'm a fan, but on the rear, it's an excellent tire. So I'm gonna keep this combo for a while. And I actually ordered, with the money that I made from my channel, I finally did it. I ordered 2 tires. I'm not gonna say what they are here, but they're coming, and I'm gonna use my Esker Hayduke, which has Recon on the front and rear, and I'm gonna swap out the front tires and see which one of these 2 tires works better for cornering, or is it gonna be the DHF? So the 2 tires I ordered are actually not a DHF tire. So that video will be coming up whenever I get those tires and have the time to do that testing. Now, even better news yet. Yesterday was the grand opening of the Sagamore unit. If you don't know what that is, those are the trails that are right next to my property up in Cuyuna. Cuyuna is in central Minnesota. Huge mountain bike trail system. So now that they open that up, the whole system has a total of 75 miles. And just that new Sagamore unit has about 15 or so miles of trail in it. Literally, like, right out of my driveway, right to the end of the cul-de-sac, and there's a little service road that goes back into the park that has the trails cross it, and I can jump on the trail there. Even if I rode to the trailhead, it's like a half a mile from my property. So that is super awesome. Those trails are like the kind of completion of the Cuyuna system, as they've been saying. So I'm really stoked to go ride those. I'm gonna head up there later this afternoon, and so I will be riding them over the weekend. So expect a review of those trails, video of them, and so on and so forth, or maybe even a couple of videos. We'll see. Super stoked that those trails are open. That's the whole reason I purchased my property where I did up there, because I knew they were building those trails and that they were going to open. And they opened a little sooner than they told us. They said 2023, mid 2022, and they're open. So pretty awesome. So there you have it. That's my update for today. I really appreciate your support from my channel. Please like and subscribe. Peace.